Oh. Good morning. We're here in Richlands, Ohio at the Ohio farm. It's the middle of May, 7 o'clock in the morning. I slept in a little bit just because I think I don't have a ton to do today. Which, I don't know, you go from being way too busy to not having a whole lot to do. I think things will pick up again in June. This can't go over, isn't it? Ah, yeah. Nice. I think things will pick up a lot in June. I think the barley will be ready to harvest. We've got soybeans and corn over at the old General Mills stored that we can sell. And yeah, I think we'll just have more to do. All that I know needs to be done right now is we need to spray fertilizer on the cornfield across the road. I've got honey here. I didn't leave it in first person. I was gonna, right before I started recording, I was like thinking I need to go around to all the vehicles and make sure everything's in first person. I hit record and I said, I forgot to do that. It's probably all right. Obviously it wasn't. We got a honey pallet. We'll throw it in the back. I think I'll take the toolbox with me over there and try and make sure we get things maintained that need it. And as I say that, I look at this skid steer and see it could use some maintenance, so we'll do that. There we go. Let's back up and see another one of theirs. Last time I picked one up, boom! Like as soon as I picked it up, it seemed like the next one appeared. Not seeing anything. There it goes. 2 boxes on that one. There was nothing over in the garden, right? We looked over there. Put it right over the axle. And then hop out. Can I see it with this? No. How about now? There we go. Let's fix that. Ooh, my goodness, 1236. I don't know if we've ever repaired that before. And then let's take this and we'll just put this in the back too. Take it with us. Drop that there. Throw a strap over that. Let's put this away. I think in the last episode I was talking about, we should cut out the morning routine. Of course, in this one, and when I mean cut out, it's not that we don't do it, but we just don't show it on camera. But in this episode, we're going to have a whole lot more to do that's going to necessitate that. You know what I mean? All right, so we are taking honey to farm shop. So yeah, we used the hoe to mechanically weed out all the medium weeds on the cornfields yesterday. I had to go back to the one down here at the West Place because there's like a little strip that got missed. I blame the worker, but it was in part mine because I didn't set them up correctly. And I didn't go straight. It wasn't all his fault. Don't you want the honey? There we go. I don't know what to do about butter necessarily. If I had, well, I probably should have butter. Should I? Sell it? Should I bring it over to the farm shop? Should I put it into the bakery? I don't know. Things I did off camera. I did take, as I see the tire tracks pulling out, I did take a silage boss full because I fell asleep at the wheel. I was not paying attention. I ended up putting 37,000 liters in there in the biogas plant. Only took 30, so there's still 7 in there. I took that over to the biogas plant silage out of the stave silo. I'm gonna set this right, I think right here. We'll just get, oh, go ahead and open that. I think we'll need it. Alright, butter and cheese. Something over here. Is it strawberries? Yeah. I think I'm okay for strawberries now in the bakery, so I can probably take that to the farm shop, or the stand out front of the farm shop. I think I had eggs I want to put into the farm shop, or the, I'm sorry, the farm bakery, and then I'm gonna need more flour, I think. And then it should be, oh, I got cake, and it'll be tough to get that cake. Got cake and bread. Where's the, there we go. Yeah, look at the flour. It's a little low compared to everything else. I want to get that. Maybe I will put the strawberries in over here. I have increased level of difficulty with the strawberries though. Strawberries, the cake. The cake! I meant to say the cake. You know I did. Alright, let's get this. And we can do some maintenance on this when we're done. Actually. You know, let's do that to start. Nah, we'll do it when we're done. What am I doing? Eggs. So the CSZ pack has this extra view right here, which is intended for seeing the forks. I don't hardly ever use it. Because I don't like it that much. And so I always have to try and edit it out when I get to that view. We're gonna put these eggs here. I think I can just set them down here and they'll continue to come off of there. And I can go on and do the next thing. Alright, so the strawberries I'm gonna bring over here as well. Then we'll load everything else up to take over the farm shop. I'm trying to decide what to do with the butter yet. we'll kind of finish up the morning routine here, feeding the dairy cows. We got all the animals fed. We fed the pigs, we fed the chickens. We'll take that the remainder of that hay bale and we'll put it into the pasture there. I think that'll probably completely fill it up because I put a bale in, what, yesterday because I was worried about it running out of food. I guess we could do some straw bedding too. I parked the Massey over by the Toolbox, but I think I want to wash it first. And I do have a pressure washer over there by that shed, so we'll do that. Let's see. I want to take this hay bale over there, and then yeah, we'll do straw bedding. I don't know if I can get in the right spot for the pigs or not. It's tricky. I did find it the other day when I was off camera, but it's kind of hard to find. So I'm just going to drive right through the bunker here. I'm not even close to the cow shed. I just don't want the Selfmade cow shed to grab them. I suppose it would be better to have more cows than we do, but I think we're doing all right. I mean, we're just kind of a small family farming operation. We run our farm shop and our farm bakery and our farm dairy, and of course we do also have a sideline business of running the old General Mill. That brings in quite a bit. I did take that whole bale. I suppose because the cattle are getting older, we probably should consider starting to feed them total mixed ration in there, because they are making quite a bit of milk, and they'll make more if we feed them total mixed ration instead of just straight hay. So I don't know if that's something we need to consider maybe transitioning to. See, we'll probably need to bring some more pig food over and some more flour. A couple of things we can get from the old General Mill and the warehouse over there. I'm having an idea. Light bulb's coming on. There we go. Straw! Dairy cows, they love their straw bedding. Let's get them a nice refresh on that stuff. Oh, they'll take it all if they could, I bet. I'm gonna save 1,000. I'll take it over towards the pigs. Okay, 774. See if I can find the right spot over there. I don't know if they need it or not, but I'll swing by. So it's kind of over on this side. And you just gotta find kind of the right spot. I was either too close or too far, or not in the right spot at all. There we go. That's all they wanted, huh? I suppose that's good. Ooh, am I taking out? Got a little barley there. good. Don't want to do that. Oh, what is that? Came up there. Where is it gonna go? Is it gonna... I wonder where it would go. Not gonna risk it. I gotta go put the rest of it in here. So, yeah, I'll have to put another straw bale on there. What needs work, the shredder or the tractor? Yeah, I've got this pressure washer here. Hardly ever use it, mainly because I have it buried. I'll probably get too far away over here. Yep. I got 4.8 meters I can move yet. 3.9. I can get it the whole thing. Whoa. Put that away. Alright, let's move it. Around in front of the toolbox, we'll do some maintenance on this, although it looked like it was the bale shredder that needed it more than this does. We're doing 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh, we gotta finish up, take that stuff over to the farm shop too. Toolbox, front loader, spikes, case. Oh my. That's quite the view. All right, let's put the goods into the farm shop and we'll wash the Massey, do some maintenance on it. We'll take a look at the Iseki and the feed mixture after that. Farming wise, yeah, we need to get over, we got to do the spray. First things first, we'll deliver the maple syrup. There it goes. Pull around over here and we'll deliver the, what do we have? Pan, chocolate, queso, and postre. Make sure sure everything's checked here. Bread, cheese, eggs I put into the farm dairy. How? Yeah. Chocolate. Yep. What did I say I was going to do next? I was going to work on the Massey, right? Dirty, 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 dirty. Weight's dirty, everything's dirty. I do like in FS25 where you can push the pressure washer around. I like that. I liked in, was it an FS19 you had one that it was not a placeable, you could move it. How did you move it? I don't remember. I think it was on a pallet or you could put it on a pallet. I don't remember how that worked. Tractor. Ow! Hell, let that get bad. I'm just gonna repair the weight just because I don't know. I didn't like it looking all beat up. Well, I mean, it still looks beat up, but I didn't like it looking like it needed maintenance because of the weight. Park right over here in the shade. Yeah, let's just take them both over there. We'll wash up the feed mixer and do some maintenance on it as well. And then we gotta go do some farming, right? I don't know if I can reach it with that. Can get to the, yeah. That's good. So I think what I'll do is I'll drive the... Oh, shoot. We're going to go to farm, right? I'll take the silage boss back to the home place. And then... Oh, that doesn't need much at all. It was all the tractor, huh? Okay. I probably had maintained that not that long ago. Okay, so we'll take the silage boss back to the home place and we'll go spray the weeds on that field, and then we'll continue on out to the old General Mill. I wish I could get it to shift into reverse high. Engine screaming like that. Back to the home place here, go across. I got the sprayer still on the back of the Kubota, and it's over in the cold storage. So this is overkill, but I'm gonna drive across the street. Because what's the use of having these? Oh, I needed to work on that. What's the use of having these little run-around vehicles if you don't use them to run around? The problem is they're never where you need them. You gotta pre-stage them around your fields and stuff, then you'd probably use them more. Let's see if I have the lights on outside. The light switch is here, and I always turn it on and off instead of opening the door. Oh, I can't even see now that I open the door. I don't think they're on. All right, so let's get going here. Let's see. So we should be able to see the dirt okay to make sure we're getting good coverage. Let's get this unfolded. Oh, I should have topped it off before we even started. Oh well, too late now. We'll run out, we'll have to come back and get more. At least it's right here. We probably could consider, well, I don't know. Really need to get like a tender trailer for the sprayer. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, you can see it. You can see it changing. It'll be easy to see where we need to go. I was thinking about hiring a worker to do it, but the worker will just go and end up running out. Maybe after we get done. I don't like to spray in the corners because you end up just using more. So I'm going to turn it off, and hopefully ooh, that's close. Worker won't like the trees though. In FS22, the workers do not like trees by the very edge of the field. If they get too close, they see it as an obstruction. They kind of work around it and leave an area along the edge of the field that they didn't get to. For those of us on console, the AI improvements, AI worker improvements for FS25 are really a game changer. That and the steering assist, you know, gave us GPS. Guys on PC had that forever, but it's good for us. That and, you know, course play for them, which allowed them to kind of program the workers similar to what the AI does, but it gave them even greater flexibility to do stuff. And the workers driving too is improved. If they could do follow me for console, that would be cool too. I mean, you can kind of get around it. You just get everybody to program everybody to go to and drive along with them, but I don't know if you lead the way and drive slow, if they're end up being blocked by an object and then quit on you. I don't know. Haven't tried it. I've done it with like one vehicle, either follow it or had it follow or drive ahead of it. All right, let me quit talking and get this fertilized, and then we'll have a little bit more time in the episode to do a couple more things. I meant to turn off the sprayer. I accidentally turned off the engine. Oh, let's see here. We're almost done. We're going around this water course thing here. And trying to figure out best way to do this. Mine up here on this edge. Hopefully it's straight-ish. I got about 14% left here in the tank. Hopefully I can make it to the end of the field. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get down to the end, if I make it to the end, and I'll go refill it, and then I'll put a worker, finish this last little bit that I was pointing at there. Did you see me pointing? To my left. It's probably just up and back runs is all. But I've kind of wore myself out spraying. This takes a while. This has only got about should go over farther a bit. I'm not gonna, we'll see what happens. Is it gonna be 2 passes left? I don't know. How about the map? Oh, it looks like about 3 maybe? Maybe even 4. I don't know what that was happening there. What was happening there? Okay. Oh, I didn't make it. Dang it. Not so good. Didn't make it. Remember what I was set up on either. Dang it. Alright, so we're using a lot of this fertilizer, actually almost all of it. I'm going to turn around here. Watch the sight gauge there as we fill it up. Little cork goes all the way down the bottom to the 12. Let's see. Where were we at? What I'll do is I'll do this pass here. Maybe that'll make it easier for them. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. What I should have done, I don't know, because this is big and then getting smaller to my right, so I want to maybe start them at the other end. The worker's likely to end up using more than they need to. Okay, right in here it looks like. What about there? Straighten it out. I think right like that. Okay. So what, 360? Back it up, back it up, back it up. Alright, like that. Straight back. How am I going to get out? I don't know. Let me jump out and get out the way. Okay. Oh, at least he stopped when I was in the way. That was good. So while he does that, I'm going to go get something to eat. And by the time I'm done eating, he'll be done. Hopefully. Hopefully he won't run out. Hopefully he can handle it. But yeah, I'm gonna go have lunch. I'll see you probably about 1 o'clock this afternoon. We'll take the rest of that silage out to the biogas plant. I think I want to pick up flour and pig food, bring it back over here to the West place, and maybe there's one last thing we'll do today. All right, so I'll see you about 1. Okay, I said I'd see you at 1 o'clock. It's 1 o'clock. We've probably got about 15 minutes left in the episode. The worker got done doing the spraying over there. I think we're probably not going to do liquid fertilizer much in the future. I think it's expensive. We used up most of the fertilizer we had, which is good. Because we spent, I don't know, over $10,000 on that, and we aren't going to need it. You know, maybe we'll do one of the smaller fields again, but it took a long time because the working width was fairly small, and it's expensive. And since we produce our own solid fertilizer, I mean, why? So I'm going to run out to, we got like 15 minutes left, I think. And get this started. I'm going to run out to the biogas plant. We're going to deliver these 7,000 liters. Can I see? Yeah, it's clear. We'll put these 7,000 liters into the digester. And then I want to grab some pig food, so I got pig food over at the West place. Oh man, that screams. And I want to get some more flour to put into the farm bakery. And then there's one last thing I want to do, so we'll probably do a time lapse of loading and whatnot. Sometimes I don't get stopped by that stop sign when I got this in a full load. Fortunately, I'm not full, so it's not so bad. Alright, so let me get out to the biogas plant / cold general mill. Let's load up the products that we want to take over to the West place. And then we got one last thing we need to do, so I'll see you when we get back to the West place. Or I'll talk to you when we get back to the West place. guy didn't want to slow down, did he? All right, we're arriving over at the West place. And boy, this looks tight. We can do it. We can do it. Yeah, for them eggs. Ooh. All right. So the idea is, hopefully the flour is far enough back on the trailer that it'll go into the trigger for the farm bakery. Yep. And then what I want to try and do is get the pig feed off of here. We're going to need the heavier weight though, so I'm going to come over here. And swap it for this bigger one. Hopefully that should allow me to lift 2 pig feed bags at once. I'm hoping. I think it will. I think I've done this before, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. The question is, will I be able to get all the bags off from this side? Yeah, I think so. I'm not going to get all 4. Get 2 at a time. Oh, open that up. No. Just 2 of them. I think I can get 2 of them. 4 would be pushing it, I think. If I can carefully navigate through here. And that should be enough pig feed to last us for a little while again. Interest of time, we'll worry about the weight later on. so on to part 2 of this afternoon's scheme. Is we're going to head over to Gene's place and we're finally going to trade him this. I'm going to wash it quick. Let me rinse it off. And then we're going to go over there and we're going to make a trade. We've talked about it already, and so I know what I'm getting, but I'm not going to tell you until we get there. There we go. Looks good. Good enough. Oh, this thing is big, huh? Oh, get up there. That is a big Lincoln. Somebody complained about it, saying it was missing about 4 feet in the middle of it, but it's about as big as it'll fit on here. Alright, we're going to Gene's. Make a trade. Alright, so we haven't been over to Gene's in a while. We're going to park across the road. There he is. Talk to Gene. Hey Gene. So yeah, I brought that Continental over, and I'll just take the tractor. All right. All right. He seemed to have something to do, so I won't bother you. I thought he would stop. He just wanted to walk through me. All right. So. Gene's busy, but we already talked about the trade. So what I did is I randomly selected what I would trade for. I identified the 4 things that I was interested in, and I took a 4-sided dice, rolled it. We didn't get the grain truck. I didn't even try for the hot rod. He didn't have this yet. We didn't get the Mustang or the Opala, but we have our own now, so that's not so bad. Although he's got nicer rims than we do, I think. Well, I gave it away when I was talking to him. I said the tractor, and this is what we traded for. This International 1586. So this is ours now. Look at that. The Hobbs meter zeroed out on it. That's probably not reliable, huh? That looks pretty good. I like it. Well, I think that was a pretty good trade. So that's the end of Marvelous Mid-May. I'd like to thank you for hanging out with me here on the Ohio farm. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button. If you don't subscribe yet, why not? It don't cost nothing.